I am Derek Helms. I am a fifth generation farmer. My family has been on this farm since 1907. My great-great-grandparents came here in the 1870s and settled in this area. We've milked a cow here every day since 1921. We can verify we've been milking cows here since at least 1907 in this spot. It's passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandfather and to my dad and uncle. And now me and my cousin are part of this farm here too. The past few years have been very tough. Low prices, and as you can see today, 1st of October, and it's 95 degrees. That's hard on a milk cow, and that's one of the great challenges of farming dairy farming in the South is the heat and humidity. You know, we're where we will get temperatures that span June, July, and August, and all of September this year, you know, in upper 90s to 100 degrees, and you couple that with our humidity, that's hard on a cow. You know, she's a big 1,400 pound animal, and she likes to eat. When we're putting the feed in them, that creates energy, and it's hard when nighttime temperatures don't drop down at night to cool the cow. And so that's one of the great challenges of dairying, and that's part of the decline in dairies you've seen in the South, is because of that weather challenge that we have. We row crop almost 1,000 acres of corn and soybeans. Our corn, part of it goes to corn silage to feed our cows. The quality of the corn silage is excellent. The yield on it was not as good because we had some shorter plants because of early planting. It took some time to get some fertilizer out on it and get weed control, and the water, the really wet spring, held the growth back. It was shorter in stature. The grain yield was pretty good. It wasn't excellent, but it was pretty good. Our soybeans, the story is still to be told completely. We are planning on starting harvest tomorrow. They look good. They're not as easy to tell on the corn as the corn is while it's standing in the field, but for the most part, most of our soybeans look like a pretty decent, above average yield. 5 years ago, I married into the Jameson family, the Joey Jameson family from Nashville, and they have a legacy of growing peaches since 1930 in Howard County. Sadly, in July 5th, my father-in-law Joey passed away, and that left me and my wife and brother-in-law and sister-in-law, along with my mother-in-law, with taking over management that he had typically done almost everything for the orchard. And so that has become part of what we do too, is helping tend to the 4,000 peach trees in Howard County. It has added a new dynamic to what we do. In 2012, I was elected the Clark County Farm Bureau President, a position I still hold. I hope I'm cultivating somebody young that can eventually take my spot. In 2014, I was nominated. I was unmarried at the time, and my wife kind of married into the National Young Farmers and Ranchers Committee. We got to do a lot more traveling and meet a lot more young farmers and ranchers that on their farms and ranches shared the same burdens and troubles and joys that we do. So it is through that lens that I've advocated and wanted to push for agriculture, not only to help keep my farm here for future generations, but to help keep my friends' farms and even people I don't know, keep them farming if that's what they want to do. In this business, you have to have hope, because you plant a seed in March and you watch it grow, and you hope various different factors are kind to you, that the good Lord provides the needed rainfall and weather to make a good crop and produce and keep going. And some years that doesn't happen, and you have to rely on faith that next year will be better than this year. You have to work and build and keep going, find better ways to do things, but you've got to have faith that it's going to work out.